Hello, welcome again to a new video, standing with the ground, with the earth. It's an unusual way to put the notion of standing, but when you think about it more deeply, standing with the ground requires that you be with yourself. So we have to first come back to ourselves, to remember, to breathe, to ground, to connect deeply into the earth and up with the support of the earth. So it's a funny thing, this earth and us, that when we take, here's the earth we could say, and when we take a step on it, it doesn't sink. In fact, it actually responds and supports and uplifts us. Our bony structure and the earth make this buoyancy of support, a dynamic support. So we're blessed with this connection, and yet so many of us don't have a clue that we are really supported. We just take it for granted. And so when we're standing, most of us, as we got older, I'm saying, teenage years really is when it began. We began to sort of slouch into the earth, because we hadn't these forces, these awareness, the presence of the fact that we have a skeleton, we have a bony structure, we have an impetus to rise ever since we were young, learning how to stand, young children. So today we're going to stand with ourselves, with the earth, and with her atmosphere, the air around her, the environment. So let's begin by going inside again and dropping into that harmony of breath, the element that serves us, the element that grounds us inside with a natural, harmonious rhythm. When we pay attention to our breathing, we have a rhythm. The rhythm of heart and lung. Let's listen to a few breaths, just how they are. Good. So if you hear a little bit of rattling in this video, it's my old-fashioned house. The windows sort of rattle when the wind is howling. So the air is breathing the world outside and we're breathing inside. And we're coming down and we're feeling ourselves sitting and our feet on the ground. And in a moment, I'm going to ask you to stand in yourself and with the earth. So let's begin before we even stand. To take our hands here and let's pretend that these hands are going to help our attention sweep through our body, helping our energy to come downward, helping any extra work to invite it to open, open, open. Come down, down, down into the body, into the breathing, into the belly, into your true seatedness and coming down, down, down into the ground. And let's do that another time. We'll just sweep through the body with our attention, inviting ourselves to go in and down, down, down. Sweeping through the body. Maybe you feel a kind of lightening up as you sweep through. And one last time, let's just sweep through spatially, opening inside, coming down, and if you can, also feel the up as you go down. How it's getting a little lighter. We've taken some of the excess work out of the body, out of our thinking, becoming more present to what's around us. Good, and now please easily, lightly come to stand. And find a place either barefoot or with your socks so you can actually feel the floor you're standing on, or later on after some practice standing on the earth, or in warmer weather. Maybe where you are is warmer than where I am. And so sensing the feet. The feet have this quality very much like the hands. The hands and feet are the places that we contact the world. We touch the glass. We touch an object. Our feet touch the earth. They touch different textures and floors and rocks and sand. And they have more sensors in them than almost any other part of our body. And so they're very sensitive. And in a way, they have this soft spot in the middle of the hand, and also the arch in the foot. And I like to think that the sensing is a kind of a listening, and that they are listening to the earth. Just like we would listen more closely with our ear, we could imagine our hands as these ears and our feet as listening ears to the ground. So listening with the feet. And now that you're standing, sweeping down once again and standing so you can go through the whole tree-like upright skeleton, your whole standing self, right down to the earth. And now begin to imagine that through the bottom of each foot there are these large tap roots that are going down, down, down from the bottom of your feet, through the ground, through the earth. Imagining going down through the floor, the foundation of your house, into the earth, and maybe even to the core, the molten core of our earth. Really deep, getting that connection and that support. Just like a tree that stood for 100 years. So there are those kind of roots, and there's also trees that put roots out that go out, and you've seen how the root comes up out of the ground, and then it goes underground for a while, and then up out of the ground, and then underground again for a while. So let's imagine all those roots around us, behind us, 360 degrees, all the way out in front, all the way out, all the way out, 360 degrees of roots that are supporting us. And the roots deep, deep into the earth. Take a moment to feel the kind of connection you're making. So it's a process, this grounding, this rooting, to be able to truly know your own ground, your own center, your own rootedness, And then to be able to contact not only yourself in sitting and standing, but all the support you gain from the earth herself. Standing with the earth. We are made of earth, air, warmth, element of fire, and water. So is the earth. We are connected. We are interbeing, if you know that term. And then there's the atmosphere which we breathe in, we breathe out. See through all these practices if it is a help for you to find easy standing. And then come within to your own bony structure. And we'll have another video about clarifying the bony structure in standing as well. So enjoy these first moments of coming in, going down, in standing, and being with the earth. Blessings on everyone.